When I seen this tweet that Mikey Williams, UCF guard, has entered the transfer portal, and then I seen someone quote tweeted and said, "They never know until it's over. They never know. They never know when it's over." And even though Mikey Williams was found not guilty for the situation that he got himself in, I think the blemish that it left on his track to the NBA was too large to ignore. I think that did irreparable damage to his image, and that his track to the NBA is forever altered because he was groomed to be one of the best players. He's one of the best players in high school, and he was on that track to be a one and done player and then go straight to the NBA. But obviously, that's been changed forever, and those are due to his decisions, and those decisions came with consequences, unfortunately. Now, I know he has aspirations to get to the NBA, and he's like, the main goal is to get to the NBA. But that route may look a little different. He may have to go overseas because him dealing with the situation that he dealt with while at Memphis, the head coach at the time, I think he's still the head coach, the legendary Penny Hardaway, said he tried to get Mikey Williams back, but it was blocked by administration. When I hear something like that, that's something that is out of his control and also Mikey's control, and that's just his reputation at the moment, unfortunately. So when he got on this podcast, the thing that I saw before I saw that tweet, that he's obviously looking for a home that will accept him to be able to make his NBA dreams come true. I just think that he made his route and journey infinitely harder because of the poor decision making that he made when he caught that charge. Even though he beat it, there's a blemish on his reputation. I want to watch this real quick.
It's gonna get better. Like, I just gotta work my way back up.
How has Mikey Williams grown from this that makes me feel secure enough that I'm gonna put money in his hands to represent us?
Is there a plan B?
Man, I just want to get to the NBA.
That's it. There is no plan B. He wants to get to the NBA, and of course, he talked about being in the spotlight, and if fame was a component of that, and without knowing his situation in terms of just being there and being involved and being the first-hand person to experience it on the level that Mikey did, I think that it was a component. I think that the attention, the fame, all the eyes, and even, I know he was getting paid underneath the table, I don't know, but with those type of prospects, there's certain incentives for you to play at certain AAU programs or to go to certain high school programs or even getting recruited to certain college programs right before the NIL deals. So I know all that attention and all that praise before your brain has been fully developed and you're able to really grasp the situation that you're in and what you're risking by involving yourself in certain situations that don't suit you. I think that's what landed him in the situation to begin with. All that compounded into this. It's not a nightmare because he still has his freedom, he still has his life, and if NBA basketball doesn't work, there's other things he can do. Like he's not behind a cell right now, and NBA may not work out for him, but he can still make money doing other things. You can be in a basketball content creator and people will watch that as much as, if not more. Maybe you'll end up making more money than, granted, if he never got those charges, he would probably be, the track he was on, max level potentially, definitely a $15 to $20 million guy. But at where you're at right now, I think you'll be lucky to be in that $1 to $5 million range, and you could easily make that on YouTube. It's not over completely for you. But I think that you being the best seventh grader, the best eighth grader, every single grade that you entered, you were the best at, and then for your route to go the way it does, it has to hurt. It's very unfortunate. And you're in a bit of a stage of a show and prove, and it's going to be a lot more than just basketball with you, Mikey. I think it's going to be a lot of people pleasing involved, a lot of reputation repair, a lot of making other people feel comfortable to take a chance on you. And then you're going to have to show improved basketball. So you're going to have to go beyond, above and beyond, just to make the roster, being a star, right? Just to make the roster and get the shot that you're looking for. It's kind of similar to the AI situation. You know, if Georgetown never took that gamble on AI, he may have never went to the league, because after that brawl situation at the bowling alley, nobody wanted to touch him. And if nobody's willing to give you the opportunity or the shot to prove your skill and your talent and your worth to an organization, doesn't matter. You're never going to get on the floor, or at least not in the capacity that is important enough for you to make an impact. So I liken that situation to the AI situation before you got to Georgetown. If a program is going to give you that opportunity, then I expect, and I think everybody expects, for you to run with it and do the most and maximize that opportunity, because you may not get too many other opportunities to get back on track to where you were. And Mikey's easily one of the best high school players I've ever seen in my life. And, you know, you could be a tragic tale, or you could be a redemption story right now. And I hope you're not the tragic tale. I hope you are the redemption arc that is necessary in our times that we live in, that you can take another route and still get there. But nothing in this life happens without consequences. And I think that's a more important lesson to teach to the youth than maybe the track that you were on previously, because I think that situation humbled you, and that you escaped by the skin of your teeth. You escaped with your freedom by the skin of your teeth. Because I thought it was over for you. I thought you was gonna sit in that cell. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought you completely messed up your life. But you get a second chance at life, and if the NBA doesn't work out for you, there's other routes and avenues. And as long as you're alive and breathing and above ground, you're still able to make a positive impact on humanity, even if it doesn't involve the NBA. I know he doesn't want to hear that right now, but it may look different. You see how Jello is probably not going to get to the NBA, and he was able to make something happen for himself. He made another situation happen, and look, came out with a hit record. That may be your avenue. Maybe rap, maybe managing, maybe training, maybe being a content creator. It's different avenues. Maybe being a podcaster, a mentor. You can do so many other things. It's not over. It just may be a new beginning for you. I want to look at it that way. Mikey Williams, it's not over. The NBA career might be finished, but your life isn't finished, and you have the opportunity to do something bigger with your life. You know? Anyways, Steeler Vino, as always, is my second channel, Steeler Hoops. If you came for me from the main channel, still there, still rocking. But if it's your first time seeing me, I do have another channel, Steeler Reacts. I'll throw that up above if you want to see other things. But hope you're doing well. Be safe. And let me know in the comment box what you think down below. Steeler Vino, always have to be safe. Shwee!